Welcome to another edition, practically the final and the last edition before the live section on the finance mind of a music mind. Today we are looking at turning your passion to income while fulfilling purpose. Your passion to income. Your passion to income. Now, your passion is what you have found an undeniable interest in. It is what you've found an undeniable interest in. So you have to understand that your passion can be influenced by your family background, the school you attended, movies you have watched, even the social media can influence your passion. Okay. Um, Practically your purpose also can influence your passion. Okay. So in discovering passion, you have to ask yourself, what can you offer without being paid? Listen to this. What can you offer confidently without being paid? You find yourself doing that with so much joy. You find an undeniable interest in that. Your passion might just be locked up right in there. Now, remember I said we are talking about turning your passion to income while fulfilling purpose. Now, going down to what income is. Income is you receiving money in exchange for value, whether it is at work, whether it is in the house, wherever you receive income from. Income is you receiving money in exchange for value. You have to understand that in the beginning, it may not be limited to one thing. This is what I mean. Your income base, or where you might be receiving income from, might not be limited to one thing. So your passion giving you income might not just be limited to one of your passions. There can be multiple passions. There can be three, there can be two, there can be four passions where you can get your income from. So I want you, don't say you're confused. Don't say, just say you're trying to figure out the right one to use or to channel to generate income. So it's okay to have multiple passions or passions that you cannot just discover one exactly one. Do them while looking out for the one that you can stabilize in doing. You can concentrate in doing and maximize. It's okay to have multiple. It's not limited to one. In fact, it is even advisable to have more than one source of income. Multimillionaires, they focus on having multiple sources of income, not just one source of income. I can say this from a few people that have seen and have studied their wealth patterns. So there are things you need to note when it comes to discovering your purpose, turning your passion into purpose. Okay. One of the first thing is one's passion or your passion can spring up multiple sources of income. So basically, or maybe focusing on one source of income and expanding on one can give you multiple sources of income in one. You never can tell. One solution can serve a whole different set of people, and that simply means multiple sources of income. Also note that in choosing a passion to make income from, there has to be a balance in time and availability for your passion and your purpose. There has to be a balance. Always look for a balance in what? Time and availability. You're called to make wise use of your time. What you might call fun might be what is eating your time. What you might call relaxation might be what is eating your time. So try as much as possible to create a balance in time and availability. You might just be spending too much time when you're supposed to spend bits of minutes, bits of hours, than spending just hours. So, for instance, I say It's better you spend 10 minutes every day in a week than spending 30 minutes or 1 hour just a day in a week. So try and space out those things and find a balance. Next thing is prioritize your purpose over your passion. Hear me very well. Prioritize your purpose over your passion. You understand this when you start implementing it. Prioritize your purpose. Always ask yourself, what am I called to do? I'm going to talk about purpose before a little bit on turning your income to your passion to income while focusing on your purpose or while working on your purpose. Also, I'm going to talk a bit about it in relation to purpose in about 1 minute. So passion, the next thing or the last thing that you should note is passion will always find a meeting point with God's purpose for your life. Your passion will always find a meeting point with God's purpose for your life. Now, on purpose is actually a set of activities you are called to fulfill in a lifetime or part-time. God reveals your purpose to you. You can find your purpose on your own, okay? God can reveal your purpose to you. And He reveals this to you so that He can positively impact your world. So when I say you can find your purpose, whatever positively impacts your world that you do with so much responsibility, positively impacts your world and expresses, He gives you this purpose so that you can positively impact your world. One, you can express a dimension of Him here on earth and a level of glory of God here on earth. You have to go back and re-listen to this. It gives you your purpose so that you can be able to positively impact your world, express a dimension of Him and a level of His glory even here on earth. So the experiences of others and implementing your own to generate income, we will talk about that in the live section we are going to be having. But now I want you to focus on turning your passion. Discover the passion first. I've already said how to discover the passion in such a short while. Ask yourself, what can you offer without being paid? With so much joy, with so much happiness, you can do it all night. You can do it all day. So what is that? And I've told you how it can be influenced. I've also told you how you can be able to, the difference between your passion and your purpose, or rather the fact in passion and purpose. So use these to your advantage, implement these things, and I'm sure that beyond the sky is going to be a limit. One of the people you can also look at their experiences, or listen to them is Myron Golden. Myron Golden is actually a balanced teacher that has experienced both poverty and experienced wealth. He teaches according to King Solomon's principle. It is according to King Solomon's lifestyle on the principles of wealth. And you can see it. You can see a clear path. Like principles are much or fill songs of Solomon or fills the lives of Solomon that we are negligible to understand. But God has opened his eyes to see these things. And he teaches people according to this. He does not just have 10 proofs. He has multiple proofs of single moms that have gone through his coaching section and they have become amazingly wealthy or amazingly profitable to themselves and their family. Men, women that have gone through his course. I'm not saying you should go through his course because there's a whole lot of money. I'm just saying go and listen to him. Listen to his talks on purpose. And you will find a link on how to turn your purpose or your passion into income. I've talked to the best I can here. And I believe any question you have, we'll be able to answer it. So just drop your questions in any of the comment box in any of the platforms that you can watch this from. Drop your question and we will reach out to you. Again, Top Impact Forum is the one anchoring the finance life of a music man. So we trust and believe God on your behalf that you will implement these things, and not just implement. As you implement, you begin to see results in Jesus' name. I'm rooting out for you and I believe in you. I believe in what God has put into you. Please don't fail yourself. don't fail God.